With $1,000 in the bank, you have a great opportunity to start building wealth and securing your financial future. Welcome to Investing Path, and for today's video, we will go over 5 key things you can do with your money to put you on the path towards financial success. Firstly, we will discuss the importance of creating an emergency fund with a portion of your $1,000. Having an emergency fund will help you be better prepared for any unforeseen expenses that may arise, such as a medical emergency or a car repair. Secondly, we will explore the idea of paying off high-interest debt, which can be a smart move to save money in the long run. We will give you some tips on how to prioritize your debt payments and reduce your interest expenses. Thirdly, we will talk about investing in yourself by taking a course or getting a certification that can improve your job prospects and earning potential. These can be a smart long-term investment that can pay off in the future. Fourthly, we will delve into the world of investing and discuss some of the best ways to invest $1,000, such as stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and exchange-traded funds. We will also give some tips on how to diversify your investments and minimize risks. Lastly, we will discuss the importance of setting financial goals and creating a plan to achieve them. By having a clear vision of what you want to accomplish with your money, you can stay motivated and focus on your financial goals. By following these 5 steps, you can turn your $1,000 into a solid foundation for your financial future. Before we begin, make sure to hit the like, subscribe, and bell button if you want to keep seeing more of our content. But other than that, let's get started on the path to building wealth and securing our financial independence. How much money do you need to retire? Let's face facts here. What? 10 million? 100 million, huh? $1 billion? Not even close is the correct response. We need to look at some numbers to answer that question. But before the 2019 pandemic, the BLS reports that the median household income is $61,937, while the median personal income is $35,977. However, instead of focusing on the median, we can look at the average household income of $87,864,000. Of course, this sum is not applicable to everyone. Those in their 20s have fewer medical expenses than those in their 60s, who must pay a fortune on insurance due to increased risk of illness. That is why, fellas, if you want to cut costs, you need to prioritize your health and give up junk food. So now, we need to know how much money you'd have to put each year to passively generate $87,864 in income. We will evaluate several choices and do the numbers to see what works best. Simply substitute a new number into the equation if the one given does not work for you numerically. Don't worry, by the video's conclusion, you'll have a firm grasp on the concepts behind all the figures we will be discussing. That is why keeping your focus is crucial. It has been said that you should never spend the principal, only the interest. In fact, that's the way to achieve independence from debt. Let's imagine you come into an inheritance of $10 million and decide to invest it at a rate of 5% per year. That is equivalent to $500,000 every year. You have enough money to spend $500,000 throughout the course of your lifetime, or $41,666 a month, without ever having to worry about running out of money. That's a much smarter use of those 10 million than blowing it all in one year. The question, though, is how much money you need to invest annually to match the typical household income. To keep things simple, we won't be investing in anything volatile like cryptocurrency or single equities like Tesla or GameStop. We're opting for safety first by selecting an asset class with a solid track record of growth, such as the S&P 500's average annual return of 10%. The desired sum is $87,864, which is 10% of $878,640. The challenge is, how can you save $878,640 to invest so that you can spend $87,864 per year for the rest of your life and not see any change in your wealth? When an ordinary family can count on $87,864 in annual income, that is 10 years of saving every dime you make, which is obviously unattainable for most individuals. And since it is the mean, it is safe to assume that most people in their 20s receive earnings somewhere in that ballpark. The power of compound interest becomes apparent at this point. Let us imagine you've saved $1,000 by the time you are 21. You're about to graduate, and you are in the market for a job. It doesn't matter if you didn't join as many parties, skip the hip Starbucks, or spend your time alone. That's a perk of being a loner. But is it worthwhile? Let's pretend you're going to invest that money in the S&P 500 and forget about it. You will carry on as if you had never been exposed to such wealth. And you agree to put away $1,000 into the S&P 500 each year until retirement. If you save $1,000 every year for 30 years, your wealth will be worth nearly $1 million and produce $86,368 in income. To put it in another way, compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world, and Einstein himself acknowledged as much. Whomever gets it will profit, whomever doesn't will bear the cost. It may seem like a long time to wait 45 years, but keep in mind that we just took a tiny sum of money. For most of the folks who are watching this video, saving $1,000 is not a huge deal. You don't have to wait 45 years to get the benefits of compound interest if you save $3,000 or $5,000 every year, for example. Tell us how much you can afford to put away each year in the comments. However, not everything is rosy and bright. Although a 10% return is achievable in theory, in fact the situation becomes more complex, since annual inflation in the United States averages roughly 3%. Withdrawing more than 7% of one investment each year would result in a loss in real terms of 3%. In addition, you only have 5% left if you want your investment to increase by even modest amount, say 2%. To take $87,000 safely from an investment account without worrying about your money being eaten away by inflation, you would need to invest $1.7 million or $2,000 per year rather than the more manageable $1,000. You can discover several success stories in the FIRE community online about people who saved the majority of their income before becoming financially secure. In conclusion, we hope this video has provided you with valuable insights on how to make the most of your $1,000 and start building wealth for your future. We covered 5 key things you can do with your money, including creating an emergency fund, paying off high-interest debt, investing in yourself, investing in the stock market, and setting financial goals. Remember, building wealth takes time, patience, and discipline. By following these tips and strategies, you can take the first steps towards securing your financial future. Don't forget to prioritize your financial goals and make informed decisions when it comes to managing your money. We encourage you to continue learning and exploring new ways to grow your wealth. Thanks for watching. This is Investing Path, and we look forward to helping you achieve your financial goals in the future. If you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to comment them down. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.